So the last step, really, if we look at it, so underline reactants, circle products, done. Write word equation, done. Write chemical equation, done. Did we balance it? We didn't have to. We just checked if it was balanced, and it was. The last thing, classify what it is. It's either one of these four. It's a neutralization reaction. Because you can see hydrochloric acid is in the name. It's an acid. So that's an acid plus the base. And that is called neutralization reaction. So you'd say it's a neutralization reaction because the base, a base is reacting with an acid. With an acid to form salt and water. Good work. Okay. Can I move on?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Alright, let me give you another question now. And we're doing the same thing again. I'm explaining the same thing again. I'm giving you another example of the same thing. Now, number 2. Sodium metal, or let me go with another metal. Lithium reacts with water to produce lithium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Try that one. If you can move a bit ahead, that's good. This is the question, similar to the question before. I need to answer these questions. So I need to underline the reactants and circle the products. Step 1, that's what I'm doing now. So underline the reactants and circle the products. So I'll come here, I'll underline the reactants. So lithium reacts with water to produce the products which are lithium hydroxide and hydrogen gas. Easy marks. Can you all do that? Okay, so if I go back, let me do my checklist. That I've done. Now I need to write a word equation. So I come here. Word equation is lithium plus water to produce, arrow, is lithium hydroxide. So I write lithium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. That's my word equation. Step 2 ticked. So if I come up here and check my checklist, number 2, write a word equation, done. Now the third part, write a chemical equation. Now this is where it gets tricky. So I've shown you how to write this formulae. Lithium, you go to the periodic table, is Li, water, H2O. To produce lithium hydroxide is LiOH, remember hydroxide is OH. Hydrogen gas, remember, is H2, because it's a gas. Whenever you hear gas, know it's diatomical, meaning it's 2 molecules together. So 2 molecules of hydrogen is H2. Okay, word equation done, chemical equation done. Now I need to balance it. Now, when I balance it, I normally put a line down the arrow there, and I've got lithium. Exactly, so we'll write down here, Li, we only have 1 of them. How many hydrogens do we have? 2, how many oxygens? Well done. Okay, now let's go on this side and check. How many lithiums do I have? 1, how many oxygens do I have? Or let's say hydrogens. Are you sure? 3. And how many oxygens? 1. It's not balanced. So I need to balance this equation. Now, the first thing, the easiest thing to fix really is the left side. Let's make those hydrogens, instead of 2, let's put a 2 in front of this. You can't put 2, if you put 3, it will multiply. So if we put a 2 here, now that multiplies with that 2 at the bottom, and now we've got 4 hydrogens. Hopefully you saw that. So I put a 2 at the front. I put a 2 at the front just to try and fix this hydrogen. But this 2 multiplies with, so this 2 multiplies with that small 2 to give me 4.
Wow, so basically it's just multiplying the 2.
Then it becomes 4. Yeah. And now, but you see this 2 is also affecting that oxygen. But only once, so that becomes 2. Now, I need to fix the oxygens. I need to fix on the other side. I've got too many. Now, if I put a 2 here in front of lithium hydroxide, I've got now 2 lithiums. I've got 4 hydrogens. Can you see 4 hydrogens there?
Yeah.
And I've got 2 oxygens. What do I put in front of the lithium? 2. Good work. And so now I have 2 lithiums, and my equation is balanced. Now, what kind of reaction is this?
Chemical.
Which kind of chemical? If you had to classify it.
Chemical. Wait. What did you say? Which kind of chemical?
Yes. Which kind of classification? Is it decomposition? Is it single replacement? Single replacement.
So it is a different answer.
Good work. Single replacement.
I got it then. I can't get it.
Because one element is substituted replaced with another. Can I do one more?
No, it's replaced with what?
Another. Alright, I need to work very quickly now. So focus. Thank you.
Yeah, we're like 3 pages of that stuff.
Good. Okay, no. Sulfur monoxide. Mr. Cordwell. Okay, eyes up here.
So how do you get that?
So now I need to do this. So for this one, I need to underline the reactants, circle the products. Okay, so is formed. So it's the product. Can you see that that's the product? And those are the reactants? Very nice. So let me write the word equation. Oxygen gas. O2, like the gas you're breathing, oxygen. You can just say oxygen plus carbon to give carbon monoxide. Sorry, it wasn't carbon. It should have been sulfur. Could you please fix that? I'm just getting questions off my head, that's why. Sulfur monoxide. O2 S, yeah, to give think monoxide. Who can tell me what sulfur monoxide chemical formula is? Mono oxygen. Monoxide. Yes. So SO. So all right.
And they would not be equal.
Now we need to figure out balanced equation. Now I need to come here, I balance it very quickly. I got 2 oxygens, 1 sulfur, one sulfur, 1 oxygen. How do I balance this? I put a 2 here. Now I've got 2 of everything, and then I put a 2 in front of S, and then that's balanced. What kind of reaction?
What's it called? What's the double? Is it a double?
Think about the oxygen. You got oxygen, what Brittany said in the beginning of the lesson. It's combustion.
So what's the
Anything that burns in oxygen.
How do we know it's burning then?
You just know oxygen being used, yeah. Yes. As the sulfur is burning.
So let's do
Alright, one last and final thing. Look up here. Now, do you remember we did this kind of stuff last time?
Yes.
We balanced the equation, we wrote word equation, chemical equation. Now, I want to ask you this. You've done this in a science before, but just look here. So, anything that's being created in the reactant side, the mass of it should be the same as the products. At the back there. So, if something is put in the reactants, the same amount should come out as the products. So if I've got 2 grams of calcium and 3 grams of oxygen, I should get 5 grams of calcium oxide. If I've got 0.27 grams of calcium and 3 grams of oxygen, I should get the total of those 2 out there. You understand that?
Yes.
Now, if you are asked, what does that mean? You want to be able to say this, the conservation of mass, and I've never forgot this even when I was in high school. Energy or matter can never be created or destroyed. It can only be transformed from one form to another.
So how can it be transformed?
Like changing in energy, for example, let's think about light energy. Light energy normally produces heat as well, right? So it's transforming between one to another. Or the chemicals, when they combine or they react, they're just changing in form. Yeah, write that down.
No.